A few years ago, some guys shot and killed my roommate, and who's my very good friend, and they shot at me and missed. So
how many years ago was this?
About 10.
Why were you targeted, do you think?
A few days before the whole thing went down, I just finished a record called The End of Silence. And Rick Rubin, great producer, he was a fan. And so he called and said, heard your records. And I go, yeah. He goes, can I come over and listen? I go, of course. So he comes over to the house with his Rolls Royce.
Right, yeah.
Parks it in my neighborhood, which is like a crack neighborhood. It's pretty intense. It's Venice. It's tough.
It's not a great neighborhood.
No, it's not a great place.
Right.
But it's okay if you're a local, and I love that neighborhood. So he comes over with that huge Rolls. He leaves my place. This long-haired guy with an early cell phone in his back pocket. Mm-hmm. The whole neighborhood is checking him out. And I wrote in my journal that night, my place is going to get popped.
Because Rick was there flashing the car.
Because the neighborhood saw, because they knew I was the MTV guy. He's that guy. We've seen him on TV.
Right.
But he's cool, so they leave me alone. And then I think that maybe word got around and someone had the misguided thought that there's stuff in that house that's worth something, which is was honestly not the case.
Right. Was the house alarmed? Was it?
No.
You had nothing in there anyway.
I was broke. I mean,
right.
I had like 11 grand publishing advance, and all I knew was I could now pay the rent without like writing my mother a letter.
Right.
And so 3 days later, it went down. And as basically the neighborhood, gets talking, and someone goes, okay. He goes to the supermarket like every night around this time, and his roommate drives that Toyota, and they wait for you to go out. They're waiting in the driveway.
So how did he get killed? I don't understand. You guys were home?
We were walking back, and all of a sudden there's two guys with two guns in our face, and they said, this is a holdup.
This is in the street?
This is on the sidewalk right in front of the house.
So they had already been in the house?
No. They were hiding in the driveway by the car. They're waiting.
So
for
they
us to
wanted
come back.
to confront you.
Yeah.
Oh, they were waiting for us. No, it was pre-planned. And they patted us down to see if we had guns, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Right, like you're walking around with a gun.
I don't have a gun.
Right. So they patted you down. You don't have guns. Then they tell you to get in the house?
Yeah. And so I'm the guy with the keys. So I'm leading the line of the four of us. And I'm thinking, what can I do to keep us alive? Because I know for sure we're dead. We're going to get taken inside, executed, and the place is going to get empty.
But don't most guys just want to rob and get out?
Those are professionals.
I grew up in Washington, D.C. I spent my life getting mugged.
Right.
The guy who's yelling and stuff, that's the guy you're not too afraid of. Because he's barking. He's like, his bark is worse than his bite.
Right.
It's the guy who walks up to you like he's about as calm as I am now and goes, check this out. And you look down and there's a gun. That's the guy who's going to smoke you.
So you knew
and
you
these two guys were like, don't move, don't scream, or I'm going to blow your bitch head off. And I knew we were in very grave trouble.
Why do you think they let you get away? Do you think they realized that they had a chance?
No, they didn't let me get away. The detective came with me the next day. He goes, okay, because my groceries are still standing where they were.
Yeah.
Crime scene hasn't been touched. My friend has been moved away. And so they said, okay, stand where you were standing. I said, okay, here I am between the two grocery bags. And they go, check out the path of the two bullets. This one missed you by an inch on your left side, and this one missed you by about 2 inches on your right side. That guy was trying to kill you. And that is the most intense thing that's ever been said to me.
Wow.